Okay, this is one of the many videos that I have that was also managed to salvage. It's gonna have just a few parts of my street theater of what I go through normally when I walk out and about during the day. I'm using this one primarily because it shows the most obvious of gang stalking.
Imprint you and fill you
Just
up with
bear
all
with me
these
because I used the same
metallic like
method as I
fibers,
used before.
and then as they're
Sorry, I used the same method as I used before with the meter, and what I would do is I would keep that constantly on, so then as soon as it starts to spike, I would immediately jet back over to my camera to catch whoever's around and whenever this was happening. Okay, so let's get right back into it.
doing that, they're it's basically turning a human into a radio, or pretty even better, turning a human being into like a television. Television has sound, and television can display imagery. So basically, that's what it is. The nanotech nerve systems, which connect to your eyes, any part of the body where they want to know what is doing what. That's what they connect to. Yeah, he's turning off. Get him. Got him. Okay. Sometimes they sing guys doing that too. So, got that now. They pay them to do that. It's crazy, but they do. I'm glad this is still recording too, actually. So as you can see, this is all that they do. They drive up and down this street. They'll send a guy running all the way down and stuff, right? They'll send a guy doing that, and they're still pacing back and forth in their cars. He's gonna turn around. There's another one. Got his.
If you look back and pause right when I turned around, you'll be able to see that other car getting ready to do the same thing as this first one was doing. And that's what I meant when they usually do U-turns. They'll double back and immediately go around just to, get on the other side of me to do the same thing. The entire time that they're doing this, they are recording me with their phones.
Plates. Did a whole circle around. Now, when they're doing this, do not get excited. Do not.
Now, as I'm gonna keep continuing walking along, you're gonna see a red vehicle. Just so happened, not just a guy with red shorts, but a red vehicle pass by on my right-hand side.
Let your nerves get worked up. Record them, but be calm doing it. Be calm, get the evidence, because their machine, the supercomputer, it picks up and is able to connect to you when you're stressed out. The machines cannot work if you're not stressed. It all depends. Many things to get rid of the trauma that you have building up. Do as best whatever you can to suppress it. Do as best with whatever you can to get rid of it. Do every possible thing you can to get rid of it, to just keep the levels low. As far as the radiation, they have natural ways of getting rid of that. You want aloe vera. Aloe vera is a natural substance that absorbs radiations. If they pouring down on your apartment or house, car, whatever with it, use aloe vera.
Now, that black vehicle that you just seen in the video, I have great suspicions to believe that that's the same vehicle that I caught in around that same lot, but just farther down around the building that I was beside of, right? And a couple of days after this video was taken, I caught that exact same vehicle parked up there with the white vehicle, and it was very unusual. I was in the middle of getting ready to pay my rent, and what happened was I noticed that these two cars were just sitting there facing in my direction. It didn't seem suspicious until I realized one of the cars was still on. It was turned on. So it was weird how a car was turned on, parked in the middle of far away from the building in the the motel complex, and the motor's running, but there's the sun visor that people use to block the sun from getting on the windshield, from messing up their leather seats and all that. That was on. That they had that on the windshield, and I'm like, okay, let me go beside and see what the heck was going on, because it looks suspicious as heck, right? So I go beside the vehicle. I don't go. I stay within my legal range. I'm not going straight up to the car unless I have absolutely reason to know and concern that something wasn't right. And lo and behold, there's a whole bunch of people in that one car trying to hide their faces. Now, what happens is, I get beside the vehicle, not too close to, I still stay within my legal range. I zoom in. I also go towards the back of the vehicle to get his plates. I did it to the other car that was beside it. As soon as I did that, I'm still recording. That guy, one of the guys, what I believe is the dude who owns the white vehicle, he walks out. And he ends up approaching me. I still have him on film as he's doing this. I don't know whose number that is. Mind you, the gang stalkers who are around my unit, they can hear me right now. So that's probably them trying to just desensitize some stuff. But anyway, that basically, that car that you seen there, I have reason to believe that car is the same one that was parked in that lot where that dude who I had caught his face, the dude who assaulted me. Now, the thing about this is that there was a dark colored SUV as well. There was a dark colored looking SUV, and now after, actually I'm starting to ramble on here, but anyway, after it got to the situation to where the guy ended up after it got to the situation where the guy ended up asking me like please, like, look, I'm not gonna hit you or anything. This is what he said himself. I'm not gonna hit you or anything. I just want you to please delete the video. He asked me to delete the video because I busted them in the middle of stalking me. I told him, no, get away from me. You guys are nothing but a bunch of stalkers. He stands there acting stupid because he's on camera of all things. I'm walking down, and this is when I believe this. Now, the entire time this happened, I was still sedated underneath this machine that they use. As soon as I went to a dark parted area, which honestly, in my situation, after seeing that, normal thoughts would tell me just to not even bother to go out nowhere, to just go home, make the upload, and then maybe catch a cab, maybe catch an Uber to go take care of my business. I didn't do it. I ended up going farther down the street of where this happened, and apparently the guy, it was only him that came out of there, and the dude wasn't trying to fight me. He was trying to run off with my phone. I wasn't finna try to fight him, because I know the minute I would have done that, he probably would have got a hold of my phone, and he would have jet the heck out of there. So no matter what, I did my hardest to hold on to that. Now, I actually got beat up more by the freaking concrete than that dude. That dude, I was able. Now, mind you, this fight is not fair in no way, shape, or form. I'm being beamed down with radiation as high as around 4 and something else, right? And they gone up to 5 and 6 at this point in time. I'm being beamed down. I just got off of work. And I was able to still, even being beamed down with that stuff, I didn't have innate state at the time, mind you. I didn't have it. So I'm being beamed down with radiation. I'm literally just got off of work. I'm playing tug of war with this a-hole who's trying to steal my phone. And the dude can't run off. The dude doesn't even manage to get it. I headbutt the crap out of him. The only thing he manages to do was crack the screen, and then he takes off. These people, these gang stalkers, they are cowards. They will attack if they are desperate enough, but you got to understand, they are cowards. There was no way in the world anything about that fight was fair. They know it wasn't fair. And they're full of crap if they ever thought that that guy could actually take me under normal means. But, yeah, I'm actually glad I caught that because, by the way, I'm probably, you know what? Normally I would call to find out who that is, but I have other methods of dealing with that. It's just that it seems like more of a, it seems it's from this area, but it's not just from this area. It's also happening just as I just so happen to be making a rant video regarding a previous situation, as well as the footsteps happening outside in the hallways right now. A coincidence much, right? Coincidence much. So basically, this is just one of my old videos that I really wanted to post this out. To anybody who was wondering about my own gang stalking experience, I do have the evidence of everything that has happened. It just took me some time to be able to display it. Let's check the meter. They still got it like around like 4 to 5. But yeah, that's basically just only the gist of some of the stuff I'm going through. The other things that you need to be mindful of when I got my body cam on is they will say words like, well, I know you know. They will say stuff like you already know. They'll say things like he's gay. They'll say other things as far as he looking. They would say all kinds of crap like this, but at the same time they're doing this, they would be showing people this stuff and they're orchestrating this whole thing to make it seem like I am, even though I'm not. They're basically being paid to turn people out, pretty much. But that's not happening. Nah, not by a long shot. There's no way that's happening. But if you ever find yourself doing certain vids and that you just so happen to get a call at the exact same time, it's a gang stalker. And the reason why I know that this is not from the other TI that I recently tried to make contact with is because if you look at my other videos, I've already established that they have YouTube blocking your messages and all that stuff from on there. And if you've seen it, you'll see that as soon as I switched accounts, it shows only 2 messages on his message board. So it makes one to wonder, how come? Now again, I've already stated also I've went no contact with my family. No one else but them has this number and the gang stalkers. So that will let you know. And in fact, I'm glad they did that because that's even more evidence. But that's just to give you some clarity as to what I'm going through. As far as any other evidence that I have, just try to bear with me. I'm working as best I can to get a hold of it, to reformat it, to be able to get it to be presentable to the general public so they can see exactly what I'm going through. Because when it comes to this, it can be difficult to prove it. It can be difficult to show it. Because these people, they are acting covertly and overtly, and this whole thing is systematically framed so that it can fool the general public into just buying their BS. Anyway, this is MM's TI Strategy Guide. I'm going to be on the lookout for other social media platforms. As soon as I find one, I will let you know, either from on YouTube or on another social media platform through another TI's channel in reference. So just bear with me on that one. May God bless all TIs. May God find a way to get all gang stalkers to find the light so this mess can stop for good, because no one deserves to go through this, in my opinion. Again, Jesus loves everybody, but again, like eternal damnation, man, it's not worth the money. It's not worth any of that. And I'm telling you, I've had one of these guys at my job do something incredibly stupid, and I stopped him in his tracks to tell him, look, man, don't do that. No joke. And what he did, I don't give a crap how much money anybody's being paid. You don't jump in front of nobody's moving vehicle, because for number one, I'm not gonna be even though they're trying to set me up, I'm not going to be the one at fault for that. That's just going to be his fault for doing something so stupid. And he's being paid to literally risk his life to get his foot shattered by a trillion-pound jack. So, as far as that's concerned, I didn't stress out on that, but I made sure I told him not to do that. I don't care whether you're a gangstalker or what. You don't do stuff like that. And I'm only saying this for their own benefit so they don't end up in the hospital. Because I'm telling you, a stunt like that, it's not gonna get me in trouble. I don't think someone, as long as there's cameras everywhere and it can be seen, as far as I'm concerned, like I know, like this is why I always take notes of my situation. I always do that, because if they try to discredit it or anything, I already know exactly what to say and I already know exactly how to word it. But they do if you have a car, you got to be careful, because they do a lot of this crap in Japan and China, especially China. But yeah, just be mindful though. Like if they intentionally like do that, walk in front of a moving vehicle, that's on them. Everybody knows you don't do crap like that, but yeah, if you own a vehicle, just be mindful of that. And please, this is why I'm telling all TIs, get a body cam. If you're driving around, make sure you have it on film, because these idiots will try anything to mess with you. They will do anything. I'm hitting 16 minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope this gives some people some insight as to what I'm going through. But I'm telling you, it's a lot more than this. But they would rather you have know less of what's going on than what's really going on, you know? And I know that's the situation for just about every TI. But again, this is MM's TI Strategy Guide. I'm over and out.